Hey you guys, we are in Marshall, Arkansas, and we've never been here.
We've driven through it several times, but we've never stopped here.
So why Marshall? Well, I posted on our Facebook page and asked, where should we go? That's when Grassy Road Cabins and Camping said, hey, y'all come see us. Timothy was like, girl, get in the truck. So I packed up half the house and all the kids and we hit the road. Grassy Road is in Marshall near the Buffalo National River, so we knew we could do things like this. Timothy, in the wild, doing what men do, wading in the swim shoes, going near the current where it's dangerous. Why? Because he laughs in the face of a current. All right, change of plans.
Let all the green rub and hope none of it's bad green.
This is what 1995 was like.
Then we learned that Marshall has a year-round drive-in movie, and since we've never been to a drive-in movie, we thought it was high time. Timothy and the children and this guy named Joe spent a little time in jail, and I really think it did them some good, especially Joe. We stopped at one of the most iconic overlooks in the Ozark Mountains.
It's weird.
It's not weird. Ready? Give me a quick spin. We have 4 pages of things that we want to see and do, but we haven't made plans for any of it.
Not yet, but we have time to do it. We're going to be here for 4 days.
We're at the Grassy Road Cabins. It's these cute, tiny cabins here, and look at this. It's awesome. There's even a stocked pond back there. He's griping because I forgot his fishing, but I did not forget.
Totally forgot stocked pond, and here I am without my travel fishing pole. It's unbelievable. I'd be there right now. It's sprinkling. It's perfect.
You're going to have to do it with your bare hands.
I'm going to have to borrow a pole somehow.
Tuna night. Y'all are gonna think all I make is tuna because I think I've made tuna sandwiches in 3 videos now. But it's so easy to travel with tuna and it's healthy. So we're having tuna.
What are you doing?
This little pre-dinner snack.
Get out of the kitchen. Okay, I like to put apples in our tuna. So I've got 2 apples washed. I'll probably do some more because I actually brought a bunch of them. And then we're going to do tomatoes, and I brought bell peppers, and I think I have carrots around here somewhere. That's it. Tomatoes, tuna, carrots, apples, bell pepper, Greek yogurt, and mayo. Good morning, y'all. We are on our way to Buffalo.
Oh, that was intentional.
Good morning. That's how I talk. We're on our way to Buffalo Point. It's been a couple years since we've been down here. We were gonna go in the ranger station, but we're actually expecting rain. Let's see, it's 2 o'clock. Expecting rain by like 4? Maybe 5. So we're going to skip the ranger station for now and head down to the campground. And we lost signal, so we've been using the old Atlas.
I still have bad flashbacks from the last time we pulled our camper here and went the wrong way through Snowball, Arkansas with an older truck and a heavy camper, and that was not a fun experience, and it was white knuckle. And right here at this point, I was just so glad to be where we could park it for a week. And so I'm glad we are not towing right now, and we know a better route now that we should have taken the first time.
Y'all want to hear some yelling? Make this man tow a camper through Snowball. If you've ever towed through Snowball, from Dover to Snowball, you know exactly what we're talking about. Mm-hmm. We are going to picnic here, but look at that, dark clouds. So that means that we have to eat fast in case it starts raining on us. There you go, Shug. Can you carry it?
Yep.
Uh-oh. You got it? It's as big as she is. We're just covered in gnats. Like, who let the gnats in, you know? Gnats should be banned, against the law. It should be against the law to have gnats. It's raining.
Hopefully it's short-lived because we hope to do some hiking trails. Since we drove over to Buffalo Point, we wanted to do a picnic and some hiking, so hopefully we'll have a break. It's supposed to hit hard around 5 or 6, which is a couple hours. It's only 2:45, so we're hoping to get some hiking in before the rain gets worse.
Getting wet, my man.
That's light rain. No big deal.
Good thing you wore your Buffalo shirt.
It's waterproof.
Buffalo. These people
That's right.
on a trike in the rain. And it's raining harder. We're really getting wet here.
We better move.
Yeah.
It's coming in a
Pack it
hurry.
up, kids. There we go.
It's one of those days. I knew if we stayed at the rental because it's supposed to rain, we would wait and nothing would happen. And then if we come to the river to play and hike, it's a torrential downpour. So it's one of those things you just know either way it's going to happen. So hopefully it'll pass because it's here. It's here early. It's supposed to not be here for another 3 hours and it's raining hard.
You're soaked.
Yeah.
We learned that our rental has a sauna. We thought it was a storage building, but it turns out it's a sauna. But we don't have to get in it now because we're in one. It is sweltering in this truck. What's the temperature today? I don't know. It is humid.
This is why we travel with an atlas, because right now we have no signal. We didn't remember to download offline maps of this area, so we have no GPS. And I want to check the weather to see if it's going to rain for 10 minutes or 3 hours to decide if we're going to stay and wait it out to hike or go back to the rental. But we have no signal to check on the weather either to see how long this is expected to last. So we're going to have to just play it by ear.
I was explaining to the children when we lost signal and we busted out the atlas that this is what 1995 was like. I remember at some point, it was probably like late 90s, when my grandparents would take us to Colorado and we used the atlas to get there. We did not have GPS.
They have a tube over there?
Ooh, these people I think are loading a tube over there. We did not have GPS, and so whoever was in the passenger seat would use the atlas, tell the driver where to go. It's actually a lot of fun to travel that way. And the kids had fun. Y'all had fun on the way here, right? I would tell them what road to look for on the right or left, and when they spotted it, we'd move up the atlas and I'd tell them the next road. The rain finally let up, mostly. It's just a nice sprinkle at this point, so we're headed down the rocks. That was a bunch of skips. Here's a boy in the wild looking for the perfect rock. Why? Because all the rocks below him are not sufficient.
They made a wall to catch minnows. They already got one.
Oh, really?
It's tiny, but they made an opening and then they close it up.
Hey, there's a little thing in there, yes. Little guy.
Yeah. Is that a zip tie in there?
Yes.
Yeah, we can
Pull,
get that out.
pull that out. We'll throw that away. The last time we were here, we swam here because this is the swimming area for the campground, and we got leeches. Do you remember it, babe?
Was it here?
It was here.
Oh.
Yeah, leeches.
Wow. Wait, is that what they're called?
Yeah,
Yeah.
because they had already attached to Buddy's leg.
That's what they use for bloodletting, right? The same.
I don't know, I've never had that happen.
Well, it's old. They used to do that for people medically, but yeah, I guess it was. Yeah, little bitty black. They were small. Like.
You don't know nothing about bloodletting.
I do too. Like they used.
We
to,
don't need you to explain
They
that.
used to put those on people to get out blood to get rid of some kind of sicknesses or disease, and then they thought that if you got blood taken away and then you developed the blood back, it would help you. It's true.
Anyway, we got, I think there was one that attached to Buddy's leg, and because he thought it was like a leaf or something, he was trying to brush it off, and it wouldn't come
But it was
off.
farther down, right?
No, it was here. We were sitting in the water.
But do you remember farther down where we walked down that trail and we first splashed around when we got here
Yeah.
by the campground? I thought it was over there.
Nope.
That's gross.
Yeah, it was gross. I've heard about leeches, but I've never seen one in person, and most certainly never had one attached. I think I'm watching a snake go down the river. Stick?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, a stick that looks like a snake. Excuse me?
What?
What? Say it to my face.
Oh. Yeah.
Got it on camera for the world to see. Got it on camera
Let go.
for the world to see.
That was terrible.
What is your deal today?
I need a better rock.
Blame it on the rock. What do you got there?
Got this and also this.
Are these your treasures?
Yep.
Well, that's a nice one.
Yeah, this one looks like a butterfly thing.
Yes, it does. I like it.
Look here.
Good job.
And I love this one because look, it's like brown and white.
Yep, I like it too. I'm melting. Perspiration. The humidity is back. Rain's over. 110% humidity right now. Timothy's getting some pictures of campsites for Facebook because before people go camping, they like to know what the place looks like, and a lot of the photos on some of the official sites stink. This is a little circle here. That's 34, 35, 36 with a teardrop, assuming that's 37. This is a nice little circle. I bet it would be easy to park in, a whole lot easier than the one we parked in. Yeah. What are you doing?
There's a really good view behind the restaurant at Buffalo Point. And we like to come get some images.
Images.
Some pictures.
Some images. Those cost more than
I was
pictures.
trying to make it sound better than pictures, but it just sounded weird.
Can you see the vultures? Yeah, let's see. Up that tree. There are vultures.
Lots of them.
Lots.
Like 10 of them.
They're massive. That'd make a good Thanksgiving dinner.
For a lot of people. And last time we were here, we didn't have our 360 camera, so we're going to try to get some images and recordings with that. We are going to find waterfalls off South Maumee Road near South Maumee Campground down this long gravel and dirt road. Talking about poison ivy. I think we're a little bit more used to the state park situation. This is this is a normal trail. It's just we're used to some highly maintained state park trails, and if you look here, you can tell as you go, I'm sure the vegetation is encroaching quite a bit when you got 5 people trying to get through. It's going to be either walk neatly or just let all
single file, huh?
Let all of the green rub and hope none of it's bad green.
What's bad green?
Poison ivy, poison oak, and then there also could be snakes that you can't see because the green is covering up to the trail, so there's not really a good chance to scan left and right.
So that's the trail to Maumee Falls. It's part of the Buffalo River Trail, hopefully marked with white blazes. I wish I knew what poison ivy looked like. Leaves of 5.
3 leaves, 1 leaf.
Let it thrive. Leaves of 5. It's like a beehive. I don't know. This is the road that we came in on here, and it's not bad. It's pretty maintained-ish. Not a lot of potholes. Our road at home has more potholes than that. And then this is not the trail. It's another road to I don't know where. Where'd he go? There he is.
No one's been through here this morning, and you can tell on a trail because tons of spider webs catching me in the face. So probably no one been through here for a few hours at least, I would say, because I hit all of them. The greenery gets a little bit more spread out as you go down there. It's not quite so tight down there, so that's good.
Okay, change of plans. We've made the executive decision to not do this trail right now.
Couple things. A, it's hot and gross today, so that's a little bit of it. The lots of vegetation growing along the trail. We did not bring pants because we're stupid.
Well, we're wearing pants.
Okay. Shorts.
No,
we're wearing shorts. We didn't bring pants, long pants, not short pants, long pants. And the kids don't have long pants, and so the likelihood of some poison ivy situation without pants is very likely.
We feel like total newbies right now, and we're not. We should know better than to come out to the woods to hike.
In June, when it's full bloom of everything.
Well, it's not just that. It's that we should have long pants and tall socks, you know, like real hikers. But instead, we look like we're ready for the lake.
And here's the thing. If we were going home from here, we would just do it. But we have another week and a half almost of town travel and events and people to see and things to do. And if the kids do get poison ivy on their legs, it's going to be a lot of fun at every rental we're going to be at for the next 10 days, having to treat that and deal with that and affect our schedule. So that's another thought of it as well. And we have plenty of time to do this when it's cooler, like in the fall or winter, which would probably be a lot more fitting for the greenery, the snakes, and for the waterfalls, which will probably be flowing better at those times of year as well.
Yeah, we don't mind having poison ivy at home. You don't want poison ivy on a road trip.
So this road also goes to the South Maumee Campground. So we came this far, so we're gonna go ahead and go down there, check that out, and then we will save this for a different weather and a better preparation on our part as far as clothing goes. But then we would definitely want to do this in the future and see those waterfalls when they're flowing. Hey.
Hey.
So I went up because there is like an old vehicle path that's grown up for about 50 yards. Opens up into a big field, tall grass. Looked around, don't see an old structure or anything. Maybe it's just the property that was there, but I got photo and video of it. This is supposed to be a homestead. I forget the name, Butler or something. I took a picture of the sign, but this is the path to get back there. There's an open field. I didn't see any structures. There is some metal here in the woods. Not sure if that's related. And it looks like it's just a big area where it would have been, but no structure standing, so that's all I saw.
So it says John Morgan Butler Homestead, 1895 to 1920.
Which is only 25 years. So we'll have to look it up. What?
What are you doing?
I'm putting my hat on. I'm here.
You said the river.
We're going down to the Buffalo River at South Maumee Campground, which was supposed to be at the end of this road. We've been bumping along, and we're gonna get wet because it's hot and humid, and we're gonna we brought some swim shoes. We're at least gonna wade and splash ourselves and cool off in the Buffalo River if we can get down there in a second. This road got rough just for a little bit. Not too bad most of the way, but right here, the last little turn was pretty bad.
Do we have hiking pants? No. Do we have swimsuits? No. Do we have towels to sit on if we swim in our clothes? No. So, but we have swim shoes and we have life jackets.
I just told Lindsay, told her that we have done this too many times and we are too experienced to make these rookie mistakes. But if it's hot, you should have swim clothes in the vehicle because you never know when you're gonna, like, we just travel kind of randomly and stop places we didn't plan on. So you never know when you're gonna be near a lake or a river that you can get in, and you're gonna be hot. And so you should have an ability to put on some decent clothes and get wet. And we need to start practicing what we preach and actually doing that.
He says vehicle.
Did I say that?
Vehicle. Twice you said it.
Vehicle.
It's the vehicle. The truck. We have nothing in the truck.
Vehicle.
No camping on gravel bar. We have reached a fork in the road.
Which way?
Oh, that looks like.
Is that for boats?
Let's go look. There's at least people. I mean, vehicles.
Humans. I don't see the river yet. I sure hope the river's over here.
Vehicles down here at the Buffalo River.
I wonder what the other road went. The left road went.
I think it's just a circle.
Oh,
Actually,
this is the campground. There's got to be more to this.
there's got to. Is it? It
I
might
mean,
be hiking.
I know it's primitive.
Hang on.
but I don't even
There's
see a
more.
place to put a tent.
There's more.
There's a picnic table. Maybe that's a picnic
There's
table.
something down there. I wonder if you have to walk.
Look up these large rocks.
Oh.
Yeah.
That's not for us. There's the bathroom.
Huh. There's a bathroom. Yeah, I think that's maybe that looks. I think I see a river.
Go back in.
Yep.
Go back up in civilization.
Okay.
If you can hold that, and then we'll walk down.
We have a bathroom. Oh, is that camping?
They're hitting my antenna. Yeah, that's camping. Okay, that's the camping.
That's
With the
camping.
hot toilet, not bad.
Picnic table down there. Where do you want to park?
Shade.
Like where though?
I don't know.
Well, we may not be prepared, but one thing's for sure is that you can't get in our cans and down. We do have lawn chairs in the back of the truck. We'll swim in our clothes if we have to, but we are going to the river.
I do have my sun hat, which is kind of prepared, and I have my water sandals, which protect my toes in the river, so that's kind of prepared. So I'm proud of that much.
Yeah. I
And
guess we could
sunglasses.
have driven over here.
But it says no parking.
Oh, on
there.
gravel bar.
Are you Jez?
Yeah, how do you know?
I'm Lindsay with All About Arkansas.
Lindsay, how are you doing?
Good, how are you?
Good, good to meet you.
Look who we ran into,
Hey,
Jez.
imagine that. Good to meet you.
Down here on the gravel bar. We've been looking through your waterfall maps because we've never been to Marshall before.
Really?
Just through Marshall.
Out of all the places you go to and you haven't
Never been to Marshall. Well, we've camped at Buffalo Point, and so we've passed through, but
All right, Lee. You ready? Come on then.
yep, Bud got one.
The Kinda Drive-In is one of Arkansas's treasures. It opened in 1966, and it's one of only 2 drive-ins left in Arkansas. And it's the only drive-in that's open year-round. This is our speaker. They had the original housing retrofitted, and now there's USB rechargeable speaker inside of here. I'm actually telling you all about the little hill that we pulled up on so that we can see the screen of the movie from the truck at the right angle, but there's copyrighted music that's playing on the big speakers, so I can't use the audio. They do have larger speakers available, and they gave us one of those. However, we learned that even the smaller speakers sound great. By the way, show tickets are only $6 for adults, and kids are free. There's a guy in that car that looks just like Ant-Man, which I forget the actor's name.
Who's Ant-Man?
I forget his actor's name. Ant-Man. Amazing. This is one of the coolest experiences we've had.
Timothy has to report to jail today. So that's where we're taking him. He's going to jail. We found an old cabin here in Marshall. I have no idea what it is, but I have a feeling someone over there in the jail museum will tell us what it is.
This is the 1902 Searcy County Jail. It is listed on the National Register of Historic Places, and it's absolutely amazing that it's still standing. The walls are lined with stories of the people who lived in this area, and upstairs is a really cool hands-on experience where you can actually go in the cells, and these are the original cells that were in this jail. I can only imagine that a few nights in a place like this could probably really turn your life around.
Our last stop in Marshall is the South Mountain Scenic overlook. We have passed through here a couple times, headed to the Buffalo and various places. This is the main highway. And this is one of many beautiful overlooks here in Arkansas. And it's one of those roadside places that you should really stop and take a look.
It's on the right side of the road when you're heading south, so we usually try to do this. I think we've stopped once before. I'm not sure what you said, but I think we did once before. But if you're heading south, you can pull in and out on the right and not have to cross traffic. So it's easier if you're going to be going both ways to just stop and check it out when you're heading back south, not north.
There's a sign over here that says Devil's Backbone Road Cut Construction, which I'm assuming is what this is. Look at this cliff, or cut, or whatever you want to call it. So, according to that sign, this original road cut was in 1928. That's amazing.
And someone local told us that the Highway 65 is having its 100-year anniversary. I thought it was before 2028, maybe not. Maybe that's just this part. Anyway, soon the Highway 65 100-year anniversary is happening.
Daryl Treat from the Searcy County Chamber of Commerce told us that. So thank you, Daryl, for the tip.
The other thing, it is what? The same age as...
I think he said it's the same age as Route 66,
If
but
not-
I'll have to double check, make sure I was listening correctly.
You can check us on Google.
So this is the view that we're looking at, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, there's that barn. This barn right here
Yeah.
is
if you look-
that barn right there.
If you look, it shows that Marshall is underneath these 2 peaks, and if you look, you can see those 2 peaks perfectly.
It's awesome. I didn't realize we had come that high up here.
Do you want to know why we travel? Because if we didn't, we'd always wonder what the Buffalo National River looks like on a Monday afternoon, what people do in a different town on a Tuesday night, or what the rain looks like out someone else's window. We travel to feel small under big skies, to let the wind blow the dust off our everyday worries, and to collect moments we can carry home like souvenirs in our pockets. And when we look back someday, I hope we'll remember that we didn't just stay, we went. We went and saw and felt and lived. And that made all the difference.
If you watched until the end, put code word tuna in the comments section. Thank you so much for watching, and we hope to see you around the natural state.